What's going on, everybody? Today we're gonna talk about chain account versus regular food service accounts or regular routes, whatever you want to call it, right? We're gonna talk about the differences of the two, right? Now, first of all, most chain accounts, they start out earlier than we do. You got some guys, they start at like even earlier as 9 o'clock. You have GFS, they start early as 9 o'clock. Quality, they start as early as 8 o'clock sometimes. I met one guy before, he do the Starbucks account and the Chick-fil-A, and they start really early. Then you have some guys in chain account, they start midnight. Some guys start at 1 a.m. So you get the drifts. If you go in chain account, you're going to start early, right? And us that's in regular day shift, we tend to start a little bit later. Some of us will start like 3 in the morning. Some of us will start like 4 in the morning. One of the biggest differences in chain account, you're doing mostly key drops. And in chain account, you're gonna have a lot more volume. You're delivering a lot more cases than we are, because your route is pretty much gonna be the same every single night. Your stores are like laid out. Usually gonna get the same amount of cases. So you might be pushing between 1,000 and 1,400 cases a night in chain account, right? And one of the major differences in chain account is that you're ramping. It's only a few companies I see with lift gates, but the majority of the companies that's in chain account, you guys are ramping, and you guys are side door ramping, back door ramping. Side door ramp is you grab the ramp from the back and you put it to the side. And to me, sometimes it's fairly easy because you can just drive alongside the store that you're delivering into and put the ramp like inside the store, and it's easier for you to run your product. Now, chain account, it might be hard because of all the volume, but to me, it's easier because the way the load is set up and the way you can maneuver your ramp, right? But a lot of guys find it hard. Usually in chain account, those guys, they're gonna have anywhere from 6 to like 10 stops a night, and as I said before, they're gonna have like 1,000 to 1,400 cases, right? Now the difference is in a day shift. I'm just gonna call it day shift, because even though it's day shift, you still got some guys that's working early in the morning, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, but they're not on chain account, so I'm just gonna call it day shift. Now in the day shift, you can find yourself with like anywhere from 8 stops to like 18 stops. You have a lot more stops. You are dealing with customers that's there. You're dealing with more of a time window, and you're dealing with more of you even got some late windows. And when I say late windows, that means some customers that don't open till 2 p.m., some customers that don't open till 3 p.m. And trust me, they're out there, man, you know? And one of the most difference between chain account and the day shift is, to me, is the volume. Chain account guys, they're gonna consistently get high volume truckload every night, while in the day shift, it might be 1 or 2 days out of the week where your truck is not fully loaded. You might get 600 cases, or you might get 500 cases. Whereas in chain account, those guys, they stay loaded, you know. When you think about the money, one of the biggest difference in chain account and a day shift is that you can make money in chain account like right away your first year. I'm talking about some real money, because the work is there, right? You're gonna make money in the day shift also, but I think that it's a higher possibility for you to make money in chain account. Now, I'm not saying that we don't make money in the day shift. It's just, to me, the majority of guys that's in chain account, they make pretty good money, you know. And McLean, they're big on chain account. U.S. Food, they have a chain division also. Cisco, they got a chain division. I think their chain division is Sigma. Sigma. That's their chain division. Quality, chain account right there. And when I say chain account, man, it's just you're just doing multiple customers. That's the same customers. You know, like, let's just say you're delivering at Popeye's Chicken. You'll be delivering at Popeye's Chicken all night. You know, you might have a couple more customers on your route. You know, like for instance, Quality, they recently started doing Chipotle down in South Florida. So those guys, they're only rolling out with Chipotle. That's the difference with Quality, man. They don't really mix their customers on their truck like that. They try to keep it the same. Whereas you have some other chain account companies, they might have several different customers on their truck. They might have IHOP, they might have Waffle House, and they might have a couple different customers on the truck at the same time, all depending on the location where they're delivering to. GFS also, they have like multiple customers on the truck. But at the end of the day, they're all chain account. You know what I'm saying? So the reason I'm explaining this to you guys, man, and my advice to you is, if you're coming into the food service industry and you have the option to go on the day shift or the chain account, my opinion, my advice to you would be, come to the day shift first. And the reason I said that, man, because you're gonna be when you work in chain account, you have to be up to work every single night. And to me, it's a lot harder to get days off and stuff like that. It's a lot harder to call in because they just don't have the manpower as us in the day shift. They don't have the manpower to cover those routes. So the things that you got to go through your first year, I would recommend going to the day shift first to learn your craft, learn how to get fast, learn how to work, learn how to do your job correctly. And then once you get comfortable, then once you're ready to make that money, then if you can still get on with a chain account company, then go right ahead. That's what I'm saying. If there's any questions that you guys have, or if there's any chain account guys or day shift guys, you guys just feel free to ask me, man, or feel free to drop your comment. A big thing that you got to remember in chain account, you're driving a 48 footer. Some companies are going to have you rolling out with 53s. I've seen Performance Food, they rolling out with 53 footers. And parking lot. It's gonna be tough to get in and out that parking lot, but you know what? I got that coming up on the next video.